Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Ben Venu's Corner. I'm Ben Venu. This is Coach Shaq Hennessy and the Orlando Sentinels Madden 20 Relocation and Rebuild franchise. Last year we went 10-6, went to the playoffs, lost to the London Bulldogs in the wild card round, and our season was over. Some changes have been made, quite a few. Picked up some free agents, had a great draft. We changed the offensive scheme and the defensive scheme to hopefully take better advantage of the tools we have on the field. And we're staying at home to take on the Brooklyn Bulls, and it is game day. That's why you don't hear any background music. I'm not going to delay any further. We're just going to go ahead and get into the game because that's what we're all waiting for. How is this season going to start? Let me just double check and make sure everything's the way I want it. Yes, it is. Let's see what the Bulls are running for their uniforms. They're going with their dark pants. What other color pants do they have? Nah. And we're on our home jerseys. And I'm going to go with the... Always got to change the shoes. I know. All right. Let's take a look. So, as far as the overall matchup goes, we're ahead of them 77-74, but they've got a lot of talent on that team. Not going to be taking them for granted. Let's get this game underway. Let me get my player rosters out here so I know who's doing what, where, and when. Is usually helpful. See Coach Hennessy there, what his goals are. Cassidy Whitworth and Houston Madsen, the two pass rushers. Cassidy is great. Jeffrey Cole and Perry Wood, pretty much clones of each other. Same height, same weight, just about. And we're definitely going to watch the team take the field for the home opener. So Season 2 gets underway in Orlando, Florida at Sentinels Field. The visiting Bulls got wiped out last year. I think we dropped 38 points or more on them in a victory, so they're going to be looking for some revenge. It is pouring down rain here in Orlando. We saw that play havoc in the preseason. How are they going to handle it now? There you see London Bates and Houston Madsen, Tyson Kerr, Mark Spellman, LaMarcus Blades. And here come the Bulls out of the visitors' tunnel. The fans are going wild. They've been waiting for this all season. The games finally count. Who's going to come out on top? Star last year, London Bates, won just about every trophy you could as a linebacker. See Bronson Leonard talking to Jones. There's Desmond Jones, the tight end right there. Great hands for a tight end. Gotta imagine they're going to be going to him often in this game. There's Kiefer Byrne. He's got the keys to the castle. There's Omari Stark, the speedy return man. Has a kick return touchdown to his career. That happened the year before last. Let's get this game started. And Wes Mcguire's kicking it off to Omari Stark, and Season 2 is officially underway. Omari Stark fields it at his goal line, runs it out to about the 20, where he is met by number 50 for the Bulls. It's going to be Grayson Carter, the starting quarterback. There you see his numbers. Still has a little bit of pop in that arm. Fairly good accuracies. And that was Artavius Baber, the rookie, on that tackle on special teams. Let's get by this screen. Even though I keep turning it off, it comes back on no matter what. And Carter's going to start out in shotgun formation. And there's a delayed handoff up the middle, and minimal gain as Steve Cleveland, number 90, makes the tackle. We're going to be seeing him a lot. You see Carruthers, Horn, Abrams, Monk, and Moreland, Cole, Warford, Rush, Jones, and Portis. So he got 4 yards on first down. Single back, handoff up the middle, and right there waiting for him is Tanner Malone. Surprise pass rushing specialist from last year. And it's 3rd and 8. So they gain 4 yards and lose 2. I don't think it's a very good philosophy not to block the most dangerous pass rusher on the team. Let's see how they handle 3rd down. Shotgun offense again. Back to pass. He's got some time over the middle to nobody. So an incomplete pass, and that's a quick 3 and out for this Brooklyn offense. So the defense pitches a shutout on the opening drive. That's got to get things started off on the right foot for them. Got to be building some confidence. And punting it away is Max Moses. Back to return it will be Tyson Kerr. He feels the kick, tries to spin out of a tackle, doesn't quite do it. Give him a gain of about maybe 7 or 8. Here comes Kiefer Byrne and this new look offense. Got very good accuracies. Not the strongest arm in the world, but enough to get it done. You see Bradley, the speed demon. Shotgun for the Orlando offense. Man in motion. Looks like Perry Wood. And they dump it off to Perry Wood. He's got a block downfield and picks up a first down. So 1st and 10. They're going to call that a running play. And they're not going to give him the first down. 2nd and inches. They hand it off to Triplett, who gets nowhere. A loss of 2. Tackle made by number 97, Younger, the defensive tackle. Colton Younger, 6'5", 299. Now Hardy initially made the block, but couldn't hold on to it. And short yardage situation now. You see the fullback Tomlinson coming in. And handed off right side. That is Niles McKellen. He gets stopped for a loss. We'll call it no gain. Tackle made by number 55, Anton Simpson. The superstar dev, 6'4", 247 run-stopping specialist. So that was one of the things to look at, is how will this running offense do against this run-stuffing type defense of the Bulls. And we saw so far, not so good. Spencer Parsons back to punt. And wouldn't you know it, he gets it inside the 20 and met immediately by Julius Lamb, number 25, and Diamond McCoy, number 23. So starting from their own 15 will be Grayson Carter and the Bulls again. So neither team able to get really anything done on their offense. Handoff up the middle and nothing doing. That is Bernard Jordan, the new starting right outside linebacker. They brought him in to compete with Sean Stewart. And we're going to see him. They're going to split time, maybe not quite 50-50, but both guys are going to get on the field quite often. And there's another handoff up the middle. Not a whole lot of daylight. There was a hole. It closed fairly quickly. Looks like Denario Blanton was in on that. So you see Malone, Bates, Hunt, and Madsen. Blanton, Bates, and Jordan. Kershaw, Youngblood, Blades, and Wyrick, the rookie. They expect big things out of him. So 3rd and 8 once again. Back to pass. He has time, and that one's almost interception. Thrown right into the hands of the rookie Wyrick, and he couldn't hang on. So another 3 and out. Looks like it just slipped coming out of his hands. You can see who he's going for. Wyrick reacted quickly to it, but couldn't hold on. That would have been an easy pick 6. Punting it from deep in their own territory. Kerr gets a block downfield as he returns it, but doesn't get farther behind the block than the point of attack. Still a decent return. Going to be decent starting field position, almost at the 50. Dalton Triplett, not very happy. He had 1 carry for -2 yards. 1st and 10. Single back. And the handoff to Triplett up the middle. This one's looking quite a bit better. Give him a gain of about 8 on that. They say 7, 2nd and 3. And drops back to pass. There's a quick shot. And almost intercepted by number 29. Made a leaping play on the ball. Isaac Graham. Talented zone cover corner. Redovich, Costanzo, Crockett, Hardy, and Beatles. Bradley, Kerr, Triplett, Spellman, and Wood. Got some towers out there with 6'4" Perry Wood and 6'6" Mark Spellman. And the pass, that one's caught for 1st down. And that is Perry Wood. So, still going to his main man from last year. Perry Wood had an amazing season. Double-digit touchdowns. Over 1,000 yards. Went to the Pro Bowl. Best season of his career. And they really relied on him. Kiefer Byrne was not afraid to throw him the ball anywhere at any time. And most of the time, Wood came up with the pass. Man in motion. Number 88, that is Durham. And there's a run up the middle. Some room. Runs over a blocker. Runs over a would-be tackler. And that's another 7-yard pickup. Tyson, Triplett not known for that kind of running. He goes up the middle. Sheds a block. Or tries to get around his blocker. Logan Younger Whitworth. Leonard Simpson Wilcox Hilliard. And the secondary, Graham, Jarrett, Carney, and Rhines. We already saw Graham make a play on the ball. Almost had an interception. 3rd and inches. Can they convert as they get closer to the red zone? They hand it off up the middle. And that is a short gain, but enough for a 1st down. So 5 carries, 14 yards. Not a lot of production, but tackle made by Younger again. Are they going to say he didn't get it? Wait a minute. It looked to me like he went beyond the 1st down marker, and they're not going to challenge. So here comes Wes Mcguire for, looks to be a 45-yard field goal. Thereabouts. It's up, and it's good. So the first points are finally scored in this 2nd season as Orlando takes a 3-0 lead in the 1st quarter. You always got to hold your breath when Wes Mcguire's kicking. He's got a cannon for a leg as he kicks it off. Taken by Stark at about the 2. Out to the 25. And the tackle made by, who is that? Number 40. Is that 47? If it's 47, that is Andrew Stringer, the strong safety. If it was 43, it was Lennox Stephen. I couldn't quite see the 2nd digit. So Brooklyn will take over from their own 26. Another handoff. They try outside. Gets a little bit of a block, but the 2nd wave comes. And that looked like 37 Nate Youngblood, the strong safety on the tackle. Now they go under center with I formation. Another handoff up the middle and close the gap, and the tackle's made. A whole host of players there. 6 rushes, 8 yards. They give the credit to Wyrick, the rookie, for the tackle. Back to pass, and throws it away out of bounds. I guess he saw the rush was coming and decided to get rid of the football. 4th and 6. Very inaccurate throws. You got to wonder if the torrential downpour in Florida is having an effect. You know, it's always humid this time of year. Back to punt will be Moses, and to return will be Tyson Kerr. Fields it and spins away, but can't break free. Returning maybe 4 or 5 yards on that one. See Shaq Hennessy giving Kiefer Byrne a little bit of encouragement. The passing game has looked okay. They have yet to try anything very deep. They had that one intermediate pass that got broken up by Isaac Graham. They run off right side. He's got a hole and picks up about 8 yards on the carry. So they have found some daylight in the running game. Tackle made by Leonard. They fake the jet sweep. They go deep and overthrown. So the first deep pass of the season doesn't connect. 3rd and 2 now. Dalton Triplett in the backfield. Back to pass. Quick hitter over the middle. Looks like to Perry Wood. And once again, Perry Wood picks up a first down. This sounds like a repeat from all of last season. Perry Wood, Perry Wood, Perry Wood. He has yet to really hit any of his new targets. And one thing to watch out for is how will Cassidy Whitworth work against this offensive line. Back to pass, has time, hits his man. That is number 88. Terrence Durham, who was a fullback last year, but they moved him out to tight end. And there's a handoff the middle, and able to weave his way through traffic and pick up 7 or 8. So it's 3rd and inches. Drops back to pass over the middle, and that's broken up. Trying to get the number. It looks like a linebacker, but I couldn't quite get the number. Let's see if we can get a replay on this. And who is that? 55. That is Anton Simpson, the middle linebacker. Seen him make a couple plays in the running game. So a promising drive comes to a halt. Parsons to punt it away. Gets it at about the 7 and tackled and fumbled. Picked up by the Sentinels. Will it stand? Looks like Lennox Steven is the one that picked it up and ran it in the end zone. I'm not sure. We're going to have to get a better look at that. 27 fields it. There's Diamond McCoy, and that ball looks like it did come out. So Diamond McCoy with the twisting tackle, looks like he lost the handle of it just before he went down. It's going to be close. Will they challenge it? They will. They're going to take another look at this one. I am a bit biased, I admit. Perhaps he did get the knee down. When did it come out? I don't know. Hard to tell from that angle. And knees down. Oh, it's hard to tell there, but they might overturn this one. He might have gotten that knee down. He'll be fortunate if he does, because that will be points off the board. And they are going to overturn it. So the Brooklyn Bulls catch a break. They have the ball at their own 12. Run up the middle. There's some room. Peeks through a little crease. Picks up a first down. The best run of the game so far for Darian Rush. And LaMarcus Blades, the free safety on the tackle, number 42. So it looked like he was going to get pretty much tackled at the line of scrimmage, but found some daylight and took advantage. You don't want to let him get loose in the secondary because he's got the wheels. Quick hitter. And there's some room off to the right side. That's number 10, Jeffrey Cole. 6'4", 229. Big possession receiver, can really jump. And there's a pass over the middle to number 86. That is their tight end, Desmond Jones, who's got really soft hands. And you're going to see him catching a lot of passes just like that. The tackle is made by Blanton. And there's a handoff up the middle. He's got some more room. Just a little bit of room to work with is all he needs. And he picks up 5 yards on that carry. Give credit to Wyrick on the tackle. Another handoff up the middle. He's got plenty of room. And he breaks the initial tackle of Bates. The first quarter comes to an end. Sentinels clinging on to a 3-point lead, but the Brooklyn Bulls are finding some success on the ground and driving down the field. They're in Sentinels territory now to start the second quarter. And there's another handoff. Bounces off a tackler. The second wave comes in. It looks like Blanton and perhaps Tanner Malone for a gain of 3. And another matchup to watch is they have a talented offensive line. How will they do? And getting by a wave of defenders. Kershaw's the last man. He misses the tackle. Number 38 takes it to the house. That is Darion Rush. Got a crease. Got by the rush. One man to beat. Kershaw had the speed, but couldn't quite bring him down. And there's a long touchdown run by Rush. So the first touchdown of the game is scored by the Brooklyn Bulls on the ground. You know Hennessy will not be happy with that. Here comes the PAT attempt by the kicker John Bautista. It is up and good. So 7-3 now. The whole reason to change from the 3-4 to the 4-3 was to help even out the balance of the team between the pass offense or pass defense and rush defense. Kerr will be back to return the kick from the beginning of his own end zone. He gets by the initial wave, but dragged down right at the 25, so the same as a knee. Not going to be happy letting up a big touchdown run. You see Dalton Triplett's number on the day is rather pedestrian. He gets some decent runs and then gets stuffed when it matters in short yardage situations. So can the Sentinels answer back? Kiefer Byrne in shotgun. Handoff up the middle. Triplett's got some room. Give him about 4 on that carry. 2nd and 6. And there's another handoff. Counter run. Makes a man miss. Going downfield. Bowls over a defender. And a big gain there from Dalton Triplett. So now they're answering back with the run. So the Brooklyn Bulls went from possibly losing the ball on a fumble and giving up a touchdown to scoring a touchdown thanks to the overturned call and some porous defense. Dalton Triplett showing off some strength. 1st and 10. There's another handoff up the middle. A little bit of daylight, but stopped short of more than 2 yards is Tyson Kerr. 2nd and 8. High snap. Triplett gets the handoff, and he doesn't find much, maybe 2 or 3. 2nd and 6. Or 3rd and 6, beg your pardon. That tackle was made by the defensive tackle Younger. Hits the running back out of the backfield. That's Tyson Kerr, but it's going to be stopped short by a yard. And we've been seeing that a lot. Just a yard short, inches short. Just unable to come up with the big play. Nice tackle by number 25. That is Tyson Carney, the free safety. Parsons back to punt it away again. The kick is up. It's inside the 20. It takes a weird bounce to the sideline, and it's downed at the 9. Look like Diamond McCoy, number 23. Make sure that ball doesn't sneak back up the field for a couple of inches. So inside their own 10, Spencer Parsons being a master of that again. The Bulls have to be feeling good after scoring the touchdown on their last drive. Carter back to pass in the shotgun. Has time. Checks it down to his running back out of the backfield. That is Rush. Gain of 2. There's a flag. Looks like it jumped early by Tanner Malone. And yes, that is. So give them 5 more yards for free. Tanner Malone making the transition from outside linebacker to edge rush in this new 4-3. So stories galore. How will this team respond on defense running the 4-3? Back to pass again. Has time. Another quick hitter out of the backfield. And that is right at the sticks, but they're going to give him the first down. That was Darian Rush on the reception again. And another quick hitter over the middle. Ball's bounced around. Several defenders had their hands on it. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to pass again. And trying to go downfield. Looks like Nate Youngblood was on the pass for the deflection. 3rd and 10. Back to pass once more. Has time over the middle. It's batted up in the air and can't be caught by the defenders. There was about 4 Sentinels in the area. Desmond Jones, uncharacteristically, could not bring that in. You see the contact, bats the ball up in the air. See Virgil Hyde, LaMarcus Blades, all there trying to get the interception, but couldn't quite do it. And the Brooklyn Bulls are catching a lot of breaks. There was several passes that could have been intercepted. There was a fumble that wasn't. And they punted away deep in their own territory once more to Tyson Kerr. And he's going nowhere. Maybe 2 or 3 yards. And this new look offense with the keys handed to Kiefer Byrne so far has not really produced a bunch of points. You see Triplett has having a pretty good day so far. 10 carries, 47 yards. Byrne has yet to really get this passing offense going. That's Durham in motion, the tight end. And a handoff off right side and nothing doing. That is their defensive tackle, Colton Younger, really just shedding a block and making the tackle for a short gain of 1. There's a counter run. Able to break a defender, gets a blocks downfield, and heads upfield for a few more yards. That is Dalton Triplett showing power. 3rd and 2. Cassidy Whitworth on the tackle. Back to pass. Has some time. And that is hauled in by Perry Wood for the first down. So they're keeping things neat and tidy. They've only tried 1 deep pass so far, and Byrne overthrew his man. And the secondary does not have a lot of speed, so you would think maybe the deep ball has a chance, but so far, they haven't really been attacking that part of the field. There's a delayed handoff, counter run. It goes nowhere. Nobody fooled. Is number 95, Jelani Stills. It looked like he had help from I'm going to say maybe the safety. Stills shed the block. And yeah, that would look like number 25, Tyson Carney, was in on that play as well. So 2nd and 11. Another handoff up the middle. That's Tyson Kerr for a couple, maybe 3. 3rd and 7. Mike Jones on the tackle, the left end, number 70. Back to pass. Scans the field, has time. It's a check down, and not getting much is Dalton Triplett. Give him 4 yards, but that's not going to be a first down. 4th and 3. So Byrne, for whatever reason, is settling for these checkdowns, and it's just not getting it done. That's 35. The free safety, Eric Colvin, on that play, and Parsons going to come back to punt again. Angles it towards the sideline. It checks up again, and that is Julius Lamb to down it at the 10. So Parsons working some magic on the football to get it to check up like that in these conditions. And Johnny on the spot, Julius Lamb. The bounce came right to him. So when will the luck run out for the Bulls? They've avoided disaster on a number of plays. There's a handoff off left side. He's got plenty of room. Almost a first down. Tackle made by, I'm going to say, it was definitely one of the safeties, Nate Youngblood, number 37. So Darian Rush finding some opening lanes against the Sentinels' rush defense. It was one of the questions coming into this season. Could they improve that? Not looking so great so far. Offset I. Up the middle. Got a little bit of room, maybe 4 or 5 yards. 12 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown on the day. Give him 6 on the previous carry. Sheldon Bates on the tackle. They go outside on the right side, and he's able to weave through the defense. And Kershaw, the cornerback, making the tackle. So they had him stopped, but he was patient, weaved his way through the rush, and was able to pick up quite a bit of yardage there. Showing some great vision and patience. And Kiefer Burns not happy. This game is not turning out the way he expected. 1st and 10 from the 35. Another handoff up the middle, and finally, looks like Bernard Jordan was there to stop him for a minimal gain of 2 yards. And there's a completed pass for a first down to number 10, Jeffrey Cole. Nearing midfield. Tackle made by London Bates, number 52. Fakes the handoff. Here comes the rush. And that's London Bates, number 52, the middle linebacker on the sack. First sack of the season for the Sentinels. And that's something we saw a few times last year. I think he had 4 sacks last season on just like that, the middle linebacker blitz. So they dialed it up at the right time. He's able to get to Carter and bring him down. A 2-minute warning. So we got a close one here. There's a half of football's almost in the books. Back to pass again. Has time. Senses the pressure. Gets rid of it. 3rd and 19. So Carter is 4 of 11 for 29 yards. Looks like they're just going to be content to run this one for as much as they can get and punt it away. And they do so up the middle. Has a bit of room, rolls forward. Looks like he got about 9 or 10 yards off of that carry. The Sentinels will take a timeout. He got 9, 4th and 10. Moses to punt it away. Kerr to field it. It goes out of bounds at the 12. So, minute 47 seconds, 2 timeouts. Can this offense dial up something deep? You see Kerr not having a whole lot of success on just 2 carries. Special teams unit has been doing wonders with Sentinels today. Burn back to pass, has time, steps up, checks it down to Triplett out of the backfield. Fights his way through some tackles. What has gotten in to Dalton Triplett? 2nd and inches. They do play action deep down the middle. That is the tight end, Mark Spellman, for a huge catch downfield. And finally a deep pass happens. He was wide open over the middle. Hard to miss a 6'6" target like him. He did play wide receiver in college. He spent time between tight end and wide receiver. He is in the NFL, going to be used a little bit of both. That's a 43-yard catch for Mark Spellman. He has time, has to get rid of it, He holds on too long, and he's sacked by number 70, Mike Jones. Give that sack credit to the secondary. Give him, he was moving around, giving himself some time. But, you don't have forever there, Kiefer. You have to get rid of the ball. Especially in this situation. You have time running out, and now they have to take a timeout. Just throw the ball away. Stop the clock. Don't lose the yardage. 36 seconds. They have another timeout. Back to pass. Has time. And he finds number 15, Bradley. Chris Bradley's first catch of his career goes for about 2 yards. Not exactly what you think from the speed demon. And now he's going to go out to, that is Durham, number 88. I don't think they got the first down. They didn't. Just short. And they're going to come in for looks like another 45, maybe 43-yard field goal from Wes Mcguire. It is up. It is good. So they cut the lead down by a point. Brooklyn is ahead 7-6 as we head to the half. Five seconds remaining. The kickoff by Wes Mcguire, fielded by Omari Stark. He's going to run it out. And met at the 25 by a host of tacklers. And they're just going to take a knee and end the half. So a bit of ugly play so far. In the pouring down rain, you see the numbers on the day. Passing, 122 yards rushing, but 15 passing. Let's see what the action is. There is Columbus against Dallas, and they are losing in the half, 10-7 to the Dallas Cowboys. Schneider has thrown an interception, so has Jackson. Down south, Memphis against Mexico. And the Conquistadors have a 17-3 lead with 2 seconds left to go to the half. Groom with 2 touchdowns. Parker with a touchdown reception. In Oklahoma City, in Atlanta. And it is a 17-14 football game. The Bisons lead by 3 with 4 seconds to go in the half. Hurley has 2 touchdowns. And in our game, it's been back and forth, but here is the big touchdown run by Darian Rush that makes the difference in the game so far. The only touchdown scored. And Kiefer Burns' huge pass down the middle of the field to Mark Spellman, and it's got to be nice to see that. They gave up a lot to get him a first and a third next for this year's draft. And starting left end, Tracy Felton. There is Kerr fielding the kick at about the 2, breaks a tackle, but second wave is able to get there. It's number 24, Julian Harmon, on the tackle. So starting from their own 29, Kiefer Byrne and the Orlando Sentinels. Can they dial up more of what they saw just before the half? Triplet goes in motion out of the backfield. So empty backfield now. Back to pass. Has time over the middle. It looks like, is it Chris Bradley again? Yes, it is. Number 15. So there's his second reception of the game. So another question. Questions. Could he be the speedy deep threat to take the top off the defense? So far, they've been getting it to him underneath to see if he can maybe wiggle free, kind of like a kick or punt returner in space, but so far he hasn't been able to do that. Trying to work the middle of the field. So 2nd and 3. And there's a delayed handoff up the middle. Triplet has a little bit of room, runs over a defender, and falls forward for the first down. Dalton Triplet running with authority. Was he inspired by Niles McKell's preseason? McKell was just running over people like he was a bowling ball and they were bowling pins all preseason. Triplet up the middle again and lowers his shoulder and falls forward again for a gain of 5. Back to pass. And that's a quick hitter. That is Mark Spellman, the tight end, and he has a first down. Handoff up the middle. Triplet's got plenty of room. Spin move. Spins again. A break free of a tackler, but brought down after a gain of 8 by Brunson Leonard, the right outside or left outside linebacker. And there's a pass over the middle. That is number 34, Tyson Kerr, out of the backfield, getting a catch. Another first down. So the Sentinels have something cooking here. Tackle made by Simpson up the middle. Still on his feet. Dalton Triplet. 9 yards on the carry. Tackle made by left end Jones off the left side. It looks like Kerr able to pick up the first down. Not a big gain, but enough to move the chains. They're inside the 20 now. Up the middle is Triplet. He's weaving his way through traffic. Gain of about maybe 4 or 5. They say 5 yards. 2nd and 5. They can get a first down before the touchdown if they need to. Another handoff off right side. A little bit of room. Gives him the shoulder. And that's a gain of 4. So 3rd and 1. Back to pass. Has time over the middle. That is Mark Spellman for the reception and the first down to keep the drive going. Who will get the first touchdown for the Sentinels? Spellman had his eyes on the end zone, but number 25, Tyson Carney, was there to deny him, but not before he could pick up the first down. New set of downs, 5 yards to go. They hand it off up the middle, and in the end zone, touchdown, Tyson Kerr. Just nothing but clean sailing up. He could have ran that ball all day. There was nobody that was going to catch him once he got by the line of scrimmage. Great blocking by the offensive line, and finally, they punch it in the end zone. London Bates is happy. And they're going to go for 2. Kiefer Byrne has it. Scans the field, has time, and the 2-point conversion is good. The pass caught by Dalton Triplet. So it is now a touchdown lead, 14-7 Orlando. How about that? So the passing game coming up big and the running game. Good balance. That is what they wanted to see. They relied on the run game a bit too much, in Hennessy's opinion, last season. And it was time for the third-year quarterback, who was taken very early in the first round 3 years ago, to show that he belongs in the NFL, that he can run an offense. So Carter's going to start from the 25 after the touchback. Handoff up the middle, and he's got some room, still on his feet. Into the secondary. I thought he was going to break free. LaMarcus Blade's able to bring him down after a gain of about 12. And the run game against the Sentinels is still the way to go. They have not found an answer to that. Just getting great blocks downfield. Darian Rush having a great day. You see the offensive line just getting out front and shoving guys out of the way. You see big Sheldon Bates is in there now. He should be able to prevent that. They go off right side now, and there's a gain of about 4 or 5 again. They say 3. I think London Bates was in on that tackle. There's another handoff up the middle, and met by Nate Youngblood coming from his strong safety position. So 3rd and 5. Nice play by the strong safety. Back to pass. In the backfield is number 43, Devontae Warford, and he's got a first down. And who is that bringing him down? That's Nate Youngblood, the strong safety. Just couldn't stop him from getting beyond the sticks. So, well-designed play by the Brooklyn Bulls. Shotgun. Handoff up the middle, and he's stopped by London Bates after a minimal gain. 3 yards on the carry. Back to pass, has time, hits his man out of the backfield. That's a rush on the reception, but not much on it. Back to pass again, and that one's incomplete. Looks like he was trying to hit Warford out of the backfield, and it just was well defended. So the drive stalls after they took a good chunk of time off the clock running it. Looks like it went right through the hands of Denario Blanton, but he was in position, and that's why he is the starting outside linebacker, exactly for his pass coverage skills. There you see number 55. That is Anton Simpson, the captain of the defense. Not very happy with the team's performance on offense. Moses punts it way straight up in the air, just about. Fielded by Kerr, and he does not make a fair catch. And this is something we saw last season. I have to think Coach Hennessy is going to have to drill it into his head that, especially in that situation, you have to fair catch it. What do you gain by that? Back to pass is Byrne. He hits Triplett out of the backfield, who lowers his shoulder. Picks up maybe another half a yard on that, so give him 8 yards on the reception. Handoff up the middle. There's a little bit of a crease. He's got the first down, so maybe only 3 yards on the carry, but enough for the first. Just over 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tackle made by Anton Simpson. They fake the handoff, and Kiefer has it on the read option. Kiefer Byrne with an 8-yard run. We saw that a little bit in the preseason. A new wrinkle to this offense. And he hits Spellman out of the... for a little flat. And just enough for the first down. So only about 2 yards on the catch, but important yards as it keeps the drive going. Back to pass again, over the middle, and that is reeled in by Dalton Triplett on a spin move, picks up the first down. So a little crossing pattern between Spellman and Triplett confuses the defense over the middle. Number 56 came up empty. Trying to find out, that's Bronson Leonard, who is a short tackler. And Triplett made him look foolish. Early movement. It's a false start. Looked like the left tackle. Yep, it was. That would be C.J. Radovich. So 1st and 15 now. High formation. Fakes the handoff. Gets it out to the fullback, Tomlinson. And gain of 5 yards. So dialing up all kinds of things on offense today. I formation again. Another play action pass. All kinds of time. Gets rid of it, and it's reeled in. That is Donnell White, number 87, with his first catch of the season, and it's a big one for a first down. So one of the many questions, was Mark Spellman going to be that big home run hitter piece that they traded so much capital to get? And so far, We've seen him catch short passes for first downs. We saw him go over the middle for a huge 40-yard pass. So I'd say early returns are looking good. Tackle made by Bronson Leonard, excuse me. And the fourth quarter is going to start with the Sentinels having a touchdown lead over the Bulls. And they're threatening to score again as they're nearing red zone. Back to pass. That is Mark Spellman with the reception. 8 yards. So just shy of the red zone. Pump fake. He hits Bradley. Bradley, I don't know if he got enough. 3rd and inches, just short. So they're getting the ball to Bradley in space, seeing what he can do with it. Heavy package here for the Sentinels as they go off tackle. Behind him. Oh, no. And that is Niles McKell getting just some caught up in the congestion behind his blockers and unable to find a crease. So didn't pick up the first down. It's 4th down and 2 yards to go. So McKell getting an opportunity early in the season in the short yardage situations, and so far not able to make a go of it. So here comes Wes Mcguire for about a 40-yard field goal. The kick is up. It's got the distance. That's never the problem usually. And he extends the lead by 3 more points, so it's a 17-7 game. Wes Mcguire has been perfect on all field goals today, but all of them have been inside the 50, which usually is not a problem for him. It's when you get 50 and beyond. There's the kickoff, fielded at about the 3 by Omari Stark, who is a speed demon. And there you see Zaire Witherspoon and a host of others there on the tackle. So they'll take it from the 26 to start their first drive of the fourth quarter. Here comes Carter, who's been having a rough day. He's gotten away with some ugly passes that could have been interceptions. Back to passes Carter. He's got some time. Finds his man. That's number 15, who breaks a tackle and picks up another 10 yards downfield. That is number 15, Byron Lewis. 6'1", 201. So first down on the first pass. And Bates was unable to make the tackle. That's uncharacteristic of him. Just gives him a little bit of forearm and shoves him off. Maybe it's due to the rain. I have to think that 9 times out of 10, Bates is going to make that tackle. Back to pass again over the middle in traffic, and that is stopped as soon as he caught it. Tried to get a number, but did not see it. 6-yard gain. That's going to be Portis. Sean Portis, number 14. And there's another short catch. And Virgil Hyde is there to stop it just short of the chains. 3rd and inches. They hand it off up the middle, and that's a first down, and he's still going. Give him about 3 yards on that carry. 19 carries, 129 yards, and a touchdown. So very productive day for Darian Rush. So the offensive line really doing a good job for the running game. Empty backfield. Carter scans the fields, got some time, deep over the middle, and that is broken up. Almost intercepted again. I didn't see who got a hand on the ball. 2nd and 10 inside the 40 of the Sentinels. And he hits his man underneath. That's number 15, Byron Lewis on the reception. 3rd and 3. His 3rd catch of the game. And there's the pass, and out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for Lewis again. Coverage there by LaMarcus Blades. So from the 31, it would be about a 41-yard field goal, perhaps. Maybe 45. Let's see what they decide to do. Batista has a decent enough leg. You see William Logan and Anton Simpson discussing things. There's about a 43-yard field goal attempt. The snap is good. Kick is up. It's trailing right, but it hooks inside the uprights, and it is now a touchdown lead. As the field goal is good, it's 10-17 here in Orlando. It was leaking right, but just managed to get it inside the uprights. Back deep to return it is Kerr. He's going to down it in the end zone for a touchback. So starting from their own 25 with about 9.5 minutes to go in the game with a touchdown lead. There's Bradley, who has 3 catches for not many yards. They have not gone to him deep yet. And the handoff to Triplett up the middle. He breaks it off left, gets a few yards. Give him 1. Simpson in on the tackle. Middle linebacker. And a quick hit out of the backfield. That looks like Spellman. And I don't think he got anything out of that. Nope. Give him a yard. So trying some trickery here, and the Bulls not falling for it. And he's got time. Deep over the middle. It's Mark Spellman. He's free of the secondary. And he gets brought down from behind by number 36, Joseph Jarrett. But Spellman caught the pass deep over the middle and just kept on going. Turned on the Jets. But he does not have that amazing speed, but at 6'6" and 240 pounds, runs very well. That was almost a huge touchdown. Touchdown saving tackle there by Joseph Jarrett. Able to grab an ankle and stop the play. But that is huge. 7 catches, 129 yards for Mark Spellman, the rookie. Fakes the handoff. There's a flag on the play. It's a touchdown temporarily to Chris Bradley, but there's an ineligible man downfield on C.J. Radovich, the left tackle. So that's going to negate a touchdown and back them up. 1st and 15. That's a shame. A rookie could have gotten his first touchdown. There's a handoff to Triplett over the middle. Plenty of room. And he picks up about 13. So Triplett over 100 yards in his first game of the season. Tackle made by Joseph Jarrett. And there's a catch over the middle. It's just going to be short of the first down. That is Perry Wood. 3rd and 1. Perry Wood has 4 catches for not many yards, but they've been important ones, usually picking up first downs. Unable to do so on that one. Tackle made by Leonard et al. They go full house package here. What are they going to do? They hand it off up the middle, and stopped in the backfield is Tyson Kerr by number 59, Jimmy Hilliard. So unable to get a touchdown here. Will they go for it or kick a field goal and make it a 2-possession game or 2-score game? I think they go field goal. And they will. This is going to be a 11.5-yard field goal. It's up and good. Hey, you never know. They could block it. So a 10-point lead now for the Orlando Sentinels with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the game. Can they hang on? Can the Bulls answer? Mcguire to kick it off. Amari Stark fields it in the front of his end zone, and he'll return this one. He gets it out to the 25 and past. Tackled down at the 28. Looks like number 57, Jason McKnight, was there to make the tackle. Darian Rush, almost 130 yards on the ground, had that big touchdown run. And he's been breaking off big runs here and there. This Sentinels defense trying to find out how to stop the run. Back to pass is Cardry. And he gets, is that inbounds? You can say no, incomplete pass. The receiver was out of bounds, so 2nd and 10. Grayson Carter not having a great day. Back to pass again. Has got all kinds of time. Deep down the field and broken up by Aaron Kershaw. We saw that all last year, too. A shutdown corner for short. Empty backfield on 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Dials it up deep and initially caught but broken up on the contact. A leaping attempt by number 10, Jeffrey Cole. Had it in his hands. Looked like he was going to beat the defense deep. Let's see who makes the play. That is, number 42, LaMarcus Blades, able to hit him and jar the ball loose to prevent a huge play. 4th and 10. What a clutch play by LaMarcus Blades. Has time deep over the middle, and that's intercepted. First interception of the season. And it looks like LaMarcus Blades, who just made the amazing play on the play before. And right place, right time, Carter threw it right to him. Lurking underneath, I guess he never saw him. To undercut the route. He was going to Byron Lewis, who has made some good catches today. And there you see it. Zone coverage. LaMarcus Blades just right there to pluck it away. Hit him right in the hands. We saw him drop a couple of them. It was just a matter of time, I suppose. So this opportunistic defense ringing true again. They had a lot of turnovers last year. So 1st and 10, back to pass. That is number 88, Terrence Durham, the 2nd tight end on the reception for a gain of 5. And you can see the numbers. He's got 251 yards on the game so far and nearly perfect completion percentage. Tackle made by 29. That is Isaac Graham. So Coach Hennessy said he had something for the Bulls. And a lot of people were kind of scratching their heads like, what does he mean by that? There's a handoff up the middle to Triplett, who gets met in the backfield by Colton Younger, the defensive tackle, and he has been having an outstanding game. A short catch to Perry Wood, and Isaac Graham is shaken up on the play. 4th and 6. Let's see what happened to Graham here. Looks like he was shaken up on contact, and he is on the bench, not happy, but it looks like he's going to be okay, so that's fortunate. Here comes Tyson Kerr, Wes Mcguire. Looks like a 51-yard attempt, and he's got it. A 23-10 lead late in the 4th quarter, just under 4 minutes to go. I'll have to check my math, but that did look like it was a 51-yard field goal. So Wes Mcguire made one from 50 yards plus, ladies and gentlemen. And he kicks it off to the awaiting Amari Stark, who's going to field it right around the goal line. Dances around at the 23 and is going to be met there by a whole host of players. Looks like Zaire Witherspoon brought him down. There you see the numbers for Grayson Carter. Not pretty. 10 of 24, 72 yards, and the pick. It's been the ground game through Darian Rush that this team has had success. But they don't have time to set up a run. Back to pass. Has time. Hits his man. That looks like the tight end, Desmond Jones, for a 5-yard gain. Back to pass again. And that one's picked off. Jumped the route. And it's a pick 6. London Bates read the route. Jumped it. Got there to the point of attack before the offensive player could react. And he was going to, looks like, rush out of the backfield. London Bates said no. Perfect position, and that is what he is known for. An amazing pass coverage linebacker. He's a work in progress against the run game, but he did well last season, and It looks like they're going to have a potential star here in London Bates. And they're going to go for 2 again. This one's a handoff up the middle. Triplett fights his way just short. I don't think he got there. No, they're going to say no. So 29-10 on the pick 6 by London Bates, who also has a sack on the day. Getting the attaboys on the sidelines from all of his players. Caver, Hyde, Witherspoon. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Mcguire kicks it off to Stark one more time, who fields it at the 1, breaks a tackle, and gets it out to the 29-yard line. Nice return by Amari Stark. Speedy and shifty. You see Tanner Malone, who has been quiet so far. This pass rush of the Sentinels has not been getting home. They only have 1 sack on the day. They've been creating pressure, though. And back to pass. On a crossing route out of the backfield is Rush. And he is tackled by a host of players, including Aaron Kershaw. Gain of 6. Passing again, and that one's broken up by number 22, Zaire Witherspoon. 3rd and 4. Passing it deep over the middle, a leaping catch in traffic. Looks like Bates had coverage, but it was just a great catch made. Fakes the handoff, throws it deep, and hauled in by number 10, Jeffrey Cole. Just a great route. He stopped, sold it deep, stopped, and the pass was right there. Good pass by Carter. 1st and 10 inside of Sentinels territory. Has time over the middle. That is number 80, Quincy Palmer, the veteran. 2nd and 2. 2-minute warning coming up. They fake the handoff. Here comes the rush, and he gets rid of it. If he held on to that for just a split second, he would have gotten lit up by Houston Madsen. 3rd and 2. Fakes the handoff. Has time. Here comes the rush. He gets rid of it, throwing it deep to the end zone, and there's a flag on the play. It's probably going to be pass interference. And it is. It's a touchdown. That's going to be called on Aaron Kershaw, of all people. No, they're going to say down at the 1. Maybe it was an incomplete pass. From the 1-yard line, and he throws it out of bounds. Trying to go for the post route. All kinds of confusion on the defense. What's going on there? Everybody shifting around. Back to pass. Has time. Back of the end zone. Just throws it away. 3rd and goal. At the 1. Back to pass. Here comes the rush over the middle, and it's broken up. Looks like 2 defenders. He threw it to 2 defenders. Looks like Wyrick and Youngblood were there. And now it's 4th and goal. Yeah, you'd have to think if that was a completed pass in the end zone on the penalty, they would have taken the touchdown. So it had to be incomplete if they're going to take it at the 1. Why wouldn't you take the touchdown? There's William Logan and Anton Simpson talking things over again. Minute 42 to go. 4th and 1. Back to pass again. And into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. Byron Lewis able to weave his way through the defense and find his way through the traffic. Looks like Blanton was in coverage. So give him credit for not giving up. Driving down the field and putting more points on the board. Here comes a PAT. It's up and good. 29-17 with a minute 39. You think they go for an onside kick here if they're going to try to win. Coach Shaq Hennessy giving his special teams player and talking to London Bates and asking him what happened on that play. Looks like the safety just didn't stay with his man, and Blanton couldn't get there in enough time. And they are going to try an onside kick. And it is bobbled and picked up by number... Is that Perry Wood? Perry Wood picks it up and looked like he was about to break one for a touchdown, but brought down by behind. And Nathan Cable can't be happy with what he's seeing. Here comes Kiefer Byrne. There's 3 timeouts on the clock. Only 1 minute, 35 seconds left to go. You got to think it's all run plays here. And Brooklyn will be taking timeouts to try to save the clock. So here's a run play up the middle. Triplet's got some room outside, breaks it out, and gets stuck in traffic, but finally weaves his way through. That took a lot of time off the clock. I don't know how many yards, maybe 3 on it. Wasn't much. It was exactly 3. Carney, the safety, on the tackle. And there's a handoff up middle, breaks a tackle, and almost picks up a first down. They'll take another timeout. 3rd and 2. And a handoff up the middle with plenty of room. That's Niles McKell with the first down. And they'll take their final timeout. Victory formation. Byrne will take a knee, and there's nothing the Bulls can do. The clock winds down, and one more knee ought to seal the victory for the Orlando Sentinels, the home opener. They're going to come away with a 29-17 victory over the Brooklyn Bulls. And it is official. Brooklyn loses their opener on the road. Nathan Cable not very happy. Kiefer Byrne had an outstanding day. It started off a little rocky, but it seems like things turned around for him in the half. He found his new tight end, Mark Spellman, deep several times. There you can see the numbers overall. 2 turnovers. One of them was a pick 6, and the other one set up a field goal. Kerr's excited. It's got to feel good to win at home on the home opener. You're undefeated. So let's take a look at the stats, and we're going to do something new. We're going to go over some highlights of the plays and try to break them down and see what exactly happened on each play. So first, let's look at the numbers, and they're going to be ugly for Carter. Kiefer Byrne, outstanding, 25 of 28, 251 yards, 89% completion percentage, no touchdowns, almost had one, no interceptions, that's also key. Grayson Carter, not so lucky, 16 of 36, 115 yards, 44% completion. He did get 1 touchdown late in the game, so give him credit for that, but 2 picks, one of them a pick 6. On the ground game, both teams had success. Dalton Triplett, 24 carries, 113 yards for a 4.7 yard average. No touchdowns, no fumbles, 8 broken tackles. He was running people over, and that's not something we are used to seeing from him. Darian Rush had an outstanding day. 19 carries, 129 yards, 6.7 average with a touchdown, and he broke 3 tackles. Saw Tyson Kerr get a few carries. He had that 1 short yardage touchdown. He broke a tackle. Niles McKell got a few carries, not very productive, but he did pick up a first down late in the game to seal the victory. Kiefer Byrne had 1 rush for 8 yards, and then the 2 other carries were the kneel downs. Perry Wood, those were the passes behind the line of scrimmage that technically count as runs. See, Warford 1 of 2, Cole 1 for 9, Stark 1 for 7, and Garter 1 for -1. In the air, a whole lot to be raving about for Mark Spellman. 7 catches, 129 yards, almost had a touchdown, and a 61-yard reception for the long. And then you see Brooklyn Lewis 4 for 3 with a touchdown. Darian Rush 4 for 14. Dalton Triplett 4 for 35. Perry Wood 4 for 27. Durham, the tight end, converted from fullback, 3 for 16. Bradley, 3 for 11. Tyson Kerr, 2 for 9. For Brooklyn, Desmond Jones, the tight end, 2 for 14. Cole, 2 for 22. Palmer, 1 for 8. And Sheffield, 1 for 11. Donnell White, 1 for 19. Tomlinson, 1 for 5, the fullback. Warford, 1 for 7. And Portis, 1 for 6. Seth Costanzo let up a sack, apparently. The only one to do so. And for the defenses, let's see who led and tackled. Bronson Leonard, the veteran left outside linebacker with 11, had a tackle for a loss on the day. Did he break up any passes? No. Strong safety Joseph Jarrett had 9 tackles. Tyson Carney, the free safety, had 9 and a tackle for a loss. Anton Simpson, the middle linebacker, 9 tackles, 1 for a loss. London Bates had 8 tackles. He had an interception and a pass defended. And he scored a touchdown on that pick 6. Aaron Ryans, a cornerback, 7 tackles. Denario Blanton, 7 tackles. I think he had a pass defended as well. He did. Marcus Blades had a pass defended, big one too, and another interception for the Sentinels. 6 tackles. Isaac Graham got hurt, but it looks like he'll not miss much time. He should be doing all right. We'll look for an update for that. But he had 6 tackles on the day and a pass defended. Colton Younger was making a lot of plays for this defensive line. 6 tackles, 3 for a loss. He was coming up big. Julian Harmon had 6 tackles. Nate Youngblood had 5. And a pass defended. Rookie Artavius Baber had 5 tackles, some of them on the special teams. Jimmy Hilliard, 4 tackles, 2 for a loss, the right outside linebacker. Marquis Wyrick, the rookie, had a pass defended and had a ball slip right out of his hands that might have been an interception. He had 4 tackles. Bernard Jordan, 4 tackles, 1 for a loss. Mike Jones had a sack and 3 tackles. Samuel Frazier, 3 tackles. Colvin, 3 tackles. Cleveland, the backup defensive lineman, had 2 tackles. McKnight, Witherspoon with 2. Artavius Nolan with 2. Kershaw with 2. And had that penalty at the end of the game that set up a touchdown, but also had a pass defended. Cassidy Whitworth went quiet. 2 tackles, no sacks. So they shut down Cassidy Whitworth, who was a main focus of the game. Eddie Ramsey had 2 tackles. Virgil Hyde with 2. Vernon Hunt with 2. Lennox Stephen with 2. Diamond McCoy with 2. And solo, Max Moses, the punter. Byron Lewis. Terrence Durham. Curtis Perry. Kiefer Horn. Ricky LaMontagne. Houston Madsen. Sheldon Bates. Jelani Stills, 1 for a loss. Sean Stewart. William Logan, Richard Guerrero, Julius Lamb, Tanner Malone. Lots of tackles for losses today. Jones Bates with the sacks, so not a lot of sacks. Interceptions both for the Sentinels. I don't think there were any fumbles. There was one that was overturned. No blocked kicks. Speaking of the kicking game, Wes Mcguire was 5 for 5 for field goals. John Batista was 1 for 1, and his longest field goal was that 51-yarder that I thought was 51 yards. So it was exactly that, and it was up and good, and it was the only one of 50 yards, and he made it. There were no extra points because they went for 2 both times they got their touchdowns, so that's kind of awkward. Batista was 2 for 2. So you see he was 1 for 1 for that one that was barely 20 yards. And 3 for 3 from inside the 50, and 1 for 1 with 50 plus. 8 kickoffs with 1 for a touchback. In the punting game, you know how this is going to go. 6 punts for Moses. 45.3 yard average, 2 inside the 20. Longest punt, 51 yards. But look at Spencer Parsons, about to call him Preston Parsons, who used to be a backup quarterback for the Cardinals years ago. Longest punt was 44 yards, but check this stat out. He only had 4 punts for 165 yards, all 4 of them inside the 20, and most of them inside the 10. So just an amazing continuation from last season. In the return game, Tyson Kerr had 2 kick returns for 54 yards. Stark, 7 for 174, and Perry Wood had that onside recovery for 17 yards. Punt returns. Kerr with his dangerous as usual approach, 5 for 26. Stark, only 2 for 2. And Perry Wood, I don't know why his name is on here. So, all in all, great day for the Sentinels. It started out looking pretty grim, but things really picked up at the half. And we're going to look at some of the key plays of the game and see just what happened. So in the first quarter, there wasn't a whole lot going on. The fumble recovered by Orlando for a touchdown. That can't be true. But they're saying a fumble was recovered for a touchdown in the first quarter, but it's 3-0. There was no touchdown scored. So what are they talking about here? On a punt? I'm going to have to watch this play because I don't remember it happening. What are they talking about? Oh, it was overturned. So this was not a touchdown because it was overturned. It was a great play, but it didn't count. So they have a highlight of something that didn't happen. There's a key first down from Byrne to Perry Wood. Let's see where Perry Wood is lined up on the offense. Is he over here? Yeah, he's in the slot, it looks like. He just runs crossing route over the middle. Wind it back, see what happens. Looks like the receiver tried to press him, and that did not work. Perry Wood is a rather strong receiver, and pressing him is probably not going to work too well. Just look how much bigger he is than this slot corner. Yep, he jukes him out, and easy pass over the middle. Byrne was smart to recognize it. Let's see it from this angle. It's a little shake and bake, and it was enough to make the separation. That's all he needed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run routes. Yeah, here was a good defensive play. Yep. Blocking just couldn't hold up. Big man number 93 was there. Is that Cohen? Is that Deacon Cohen there making that play? Are you kidding me? It was. Number 93 is Deacon Cohen. No kidding. Go figure. I'm not very good. I don't use a controller. I'm playing on PC, so lining this up is a pain. All right. Finally have him highlighted. Here you see number 25 is blitzing from the safety position, so that cuts the outside lane off, which is where he was trying to go. So then he cuts it back up inside, and there's Deacon Cohen, who breaks his block from 72, which would be Radovich. Number 58 sealed the lane. That's Leonard. And it was a combo tackle between Leonard and Cohen. Leonard Cohen. You can't make this stuff up. I have another first down pass for the Perry Wood. So in this first quarter, there was not a whole lot. There were splash plays here and there. Triplets lined up outside. Where is Perry Wood? He's way out here on the outside. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Yep, just a curl route. Perfectly run. And Byrne found him. Just a perfect timing route. Sold the route deep. Cut it off short. Number 33 could not react in enough time. And here is the stuff on McKell. Let's see how this broke down. Running to the right. It looks set up pretty well. What happens? There is a splash here by Simpson, the middle linebacker. Number 69 is Costanzo. He does block him, but he didn't seal the block off. That's the problem. He kind of pushed Simpson in the way of McKell, and you have number 29 also coming in to make a play. So, not perfect execution from the blocking game. So Orlando would take a 3-point lead in the first quarter. Brooklyn would answer back. That's right. This, I think they start at the bottom. So yeah, they scored with this giant rushing touchdown. So let's see what happens here. So running left, at least they're selling it left. And you can see they're rushing. They are blitzing this run. All the gaps are filled. Right here. He doesn't even have the ball yet. Well, yeah, he does. He's just gotten the ball. And look at this. Everywhere he's looking, there's defenders. There is a pulling guard. And there is Stewart ready to make a play. What happens? Well, he gets... What? What happened there? Maybe... Oh, okay. He over-pursued just a little bit. And he slipped. And that freed him. That was all it took. And Kershaw, who definitely has the speed, Yeah, we have Denario Blanton coming from the other side, so Monk is sort of in his way. And it looks like he was trying to avoid collision with number 56 as well. And there's a seal-off block from Carruthers on Vernon Hunt. Madsen's taken care of. Wyrick was picked up. Lamarcus Blades over-pursued. And there's nothing but daylight. There's Kershaw trying to chase him down from behind. It just doesn't work. So, right play on the defense called, just not executed properly. And what a difference it made. A 48-yard touchdown. Here's going to be the sack from London Bates. He's just going to come on a middle linebacker blitz. Just weaves his way through the traffic, and that's why they put the 4-3 in, not necessarily for the pass rush, but so that he could do that in the run game. Because if you see, there are two blockers that are engaged with other defenders. So one man's taken up by Cleveland, another one by Malone. They also send Wyrick on the corner blitz. So here, he just weaves his way by the first blocker occupied by Cleveland. Then he does the same thing with the one on Malone, and he's got a free run to the quarterback. There was nobody else back there. So well done. And here is the huge pass, the first big pass of the game. Trying to find out where the tight end is. I think he's over here. There he is. He's lined up in the slot, which is something we thought was going to happen. I think that was one of the things that Coach Hennessy meant by having something for the Bulls. So he takes a jab step, makes a cut, and he just got by the safety, and there was nobody deep. That's a mistake by the safety. He bit on the play, on the route. He's supposed to be the overtop help, and he got himself out of position, and it was just elementary after that. It's just a matter of who was going to catch him, and number 33, Ryans, was able to bring him down. But that was the first big catch. And another pass to Spellman for 11. We won't go over the minor plays. Let's look at the touchdown run for Tyson Kerr. That's a big play. Anytime you score a touchdown, that's a big play. And this was just a matter of the offensive line just wiping everybody out. He had nothing but room. I mean, he could have run to the next game in the West Coast with all that blocking. Just excellent blocking. We have, there goes, if you're wondering about the wide receiver turned tight end Spellman in blocking, well, there's your answer right there. He sealed off the edge perfectly. That's a great block. And that might have been one of the keys to the touchdown. We had the 2-point conversion. It was a pass to Dalton Triplett for 13. The pass to Donnell White for 19 yards. Yeah, I think we have one more big pass. It's got to be in here somewhere. Negative yards. 21-yard pass to Carter. There's the 61-yard pass to Spellman again. Where is he? Well, he's not on that side. There's Durham, who I think was supposed to be the surprise. He moved to the second tight end slot, and he would be the primary tight end when Spellman goes into the slot like he had this game. But how does he get open for 61 yards? Let's find out. He tried to press him off the line. That didn't work. Spellman just ran right by that like it didn't even happen. Then you got a linebacker trying to come. That's a problem. You got Simpson, who is a very good run defender, but he does not have speed, and Spellman's going to beat him. The safety's not in position, and he just turns it up downfield. And the safety's able to recover and chase him down from behind, but a couple of fails on that play. The jam off the line of scrimmage didn't work. Then you try to cover him with a linebacker that's not fast enough. And and then the trifecta. The safety was not in the area to make the play. There was the LaMarcus Blades interception. There he is. And he just jumps around here. Actually, he just kind of lurks in zone. Carter doesn't really see him. So the first interception of the season. And here was the second interception by London Bates. And this one would cost him a pick six. And this one, he's trying to go to the running back out of the backfield, which he did often this game. And Bates knows it's coming. Right there, he's looking at the quarterback. He knows where this ball's going. And he's just able to get there with his amazing speed. And there was nobody behind him to make a tackle. Easy pick six. I mean, if a pick six is going to be easy, that's it right there. Let's take a look at this touchdown for the Bulls late in the game. Let's see, it was to number, wasn't 14, it was 15. Let's see if we can find out what happens. When you bunch the formation, there's a lot of stuff that can get confusing, especially in the goal line. So he just comes off, nobody presses him or anything. There's a man. There's plenty of coverage guys there. Youngblood thinks he's going to the back of the end zone, so he defends that. But these linebackers aren't looking. Blanton and Bates are coming in shallow. And that's when Carter doesn't see it yet. Youngblood's still with him. There's the pass up in the air. And Youngblood... Oh, no, he's not going there. Desmond Jones. I think it was intended for Desmond Jones. Okay. That explains why Youngblood broke the coverage off. Because he's not going to Lewis here. He's going to Desmond Jones. And Desmond Jones has Blanton all over him. You think that's pass interference there? And I can't tell. It looks like it might have gone off his hands. I'm trying to... It happened so fast, I can't really get a frame on it. No, it looked like it just came right through. And Lewis, right player, right time, right place. And that is pretty much it for the highlights. So, very happy coach. Shaq Hennessy comes away with a big victory at home, starts the season off right, 1-0. Had a 100-yard game from Triplett. Had a huge game from Mark Spellman. We allowed two or fewer sacks. Two or fewer sacks. That's what I'm trying to say. We didn't hold them under 250 yards because of the running game. We didn't throw 3 passing touchdowns. We don't have 8 wins yet. We haven't even played 8 games. Got some upgrades to do. We'll take care of that next episode. Important win. Taylor Bennett has a comment about your victory. Let's go ahead and read that. Congratulations on the win, Coach. Early victories can make or break a team's forward momentum. So you guys are definitely starting on the season off on the right foot. I agree. Thank you. And the coach is going to say, yay, we did a good job against Whitworth, who did not do a sack at all. Nice win, Coach. Whitworth did his best to shut us down, but it wasn't enough. So everybody gets 500 XP. We came out of it healthy. So I'm going to cut this short because that highlight route probably made this an over 2-hour long video. If I can, I have some editing software, but my goodness, it is like pulling teeth, and it takes forever to get the video to process just out of the editor. I'm going to have to see if I can find a better one. I know it works, but my lord, I can spend like half the day trying to process the video. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this season. It was a while getting here because of illness. I apologize for that, but I'm feeling better. The medicine seems to be working, and I will try to keep this content flowing as consistently as I can. I hope you like the format. What did you think about the first preseason game? What do you think about the 4-3 defense change? It didn't hold up against the run too well today, but it shut down the pass again. And the new offense looked pretty good to me. No touchdowns from Kiefer Byrne, but it looked like he was just inches away from getting one. And, just very, very accurate. So I think some big things are coming Kiefer Byrne's way, and this offense has turned the corner. They didn't even hit their 2 big weapons, Perry Wood, that often, or Bradley. So there's a lot of other ways to go, but the offense flowed through Mark Spellman today, who came up big. 7 catches, 129 yards for the rookie tight end. Great to see. So, thanks again. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope this video finds you well. We'll see you next time here on Ben the News Corner. Let's see where we're going next. That quick, I forgot the schedule. We're going to go to Dublin, Ireland to take on the Celtic Tigers. What a trip. And then we're going to come back to Brooklyn to see if we can 2-0 the Brooklyn Bulls, or are they going to get revenge on us at their house? We'll have to wait and see. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for me. You all take care of yourselves, and join me next time here on Ben's Corner. Thanks again for all the comments, all the follows, and all the likes. It really helps me get noticed and spread the word. I hope other people, that enjoy this kind of Madden play find it too and enjoy it. I'm out.